Hey,
Okay. Hi. Um, I wanted to tell you thank you, Lisa,
with pleasure.
because you made me realize that I was in the mind mostly, not in my. I was just thinking that I was in my body
Yeah.
for a long time, and it felt very vulnerable down there.
Oh,
With
wow. That's amazing
for
because there is a huge difference between telling yourself a story of what you feel and actually feeling it. That is huge. That's amazing.
um, shall I continue to feel that vulnerability there?
Yeah, yeah. And once you really begin to feel it, I mean, I can't tell when somebody's really beginning to feel it or not, but once you really begin to feel it, then you can transform it. Like, so then you feel it, like, so say if it's
Yes.
vulnerability, and then you just say what that vulnerability wants. I want to be loved, and that will energetically transform it. But first of all, you have to feel it. You can't, you've got
Okay.
to like allow it in. Like, I feel vulnerable, I feel people won't love me, I feel like someone's going to hurt me, whatever it is. And once you've
Mhm.
done that, then you can transform it into a more positive vibration, so balance the person out more by saying, what is it that I want? I want to be loved, and I want to be appreciated, and I want to feel safe. And as soon as you start saying what you want rather than what you don't want, because when people are
Yes.
unconscious, they're often saying what they don't want.
Yes.
When you're saying that, then um, sorry, I'm being electrocuted by the sounds of your microphone. Um, so that
Um,
distracted
I'm,
me.
yes, I'm very sorry.
That's okay.
I was just a minute,
Okay.
1 minute. Okay.
Are you in the car?
Yes, I was driving. I pulled over,
Oh,
and
okay. Oh, nice.
uh, one car wanted to go out. Now
Uh,
I'm.
no, you're here. Okay. So, um, and then once you've acknowledged what you feel and you really felt it, not an interpretation of what you feel, but you really feel it. These are two different things. So,
Mhm.
thinking about what you feel is different to actually feeling what you feel. And then
Yes.
once you really feel it, you acknowledge what it's saying, you acknowledge what unconscious thoughts are there, and then you say what it is you actually want. And as soon as you can, it will take time. You've got to find the right moment, not force it. And when you begin to say what you want, your whole energy will pick
Mhm.
up and change. And you've
Yes.
got to spend more time on the human level focusing on what it is you want. A lot of the time,
Okay.
people are in what they don't want. So they walk into a room and they're afraid that someone's going to be rude to them, and they're focusing on not wanting someone to be rude to them. And of course, that's going to feel uncomfortable, and that's going to perpetuate seeking energy. So the
Mhm.
goal on the human level is to relax the human and become more balanced. And notice
Mhm.
that the way that the human moves is through wants. That's the way that life, that God, that the divine is moving us. So it's just coming
Mhm.
back to what it is the divine is saying. And that always feels expansive and like growth. Like it feels like you're going
Mhm.
downstream. It feels like you're flowing with the river when you're in that. When you're telling yourself what you don't want and when you're unconscious, it hurts in the body and
Yes.
it feels uncomfortable.
Yes. And can I, if I feel the vulnerability and I start, I um, try to come to the conclusion what it feels like, and then I start thinking uh, too much mind involved
Yeah.
before. Uh, is that okay to?
You can do it a little bit, but try to keep moving your attention down to the actual feeling. But think
Mhm.
a little bit
And
like what it's about, and you can ask yourself, where does this come from? But the goal is to really allow the feeling in.
yes, okay, I see.
Yeah.
I, I will continue.
Nice. Oh, thank you for that feedback, Hannah. That's nice to hear.
Thank you. Um, Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah, lots of love to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, sweetie.
Bye.
Nice.